Are you the CEO or an executive and you're facing this difficult decision of whether to make it mandatory for all of your employees come return back to the office? Well, if that's the case, this is one tip I want to share with you that might make the decision a whole lot easier and at the same time not cause your employees to become disengaged or lose your best talent. Hi, my name is Fahim Karim, and I'm an employee engagement expert. And I work with companies that are faith and value based, and I do that by creating a safe container where managers and employees get to express their opinions without being put down. Your managers get to lead and listen, and employees feel empowered and part of the team, and they continue to help your company grow and innovate. And you know, as someone with more than 2 decades experience working in the corporate sector, leading teams and collaborating with teams across the globe, I love to take teams and turn them around so that everyone feels seen and heard. So the tip that I want to share with you today has to do with a difficult decision many of the leaders are facing, which is, should I make it mandatory for my employees or my teams to report back to work in their office locations? Now, these are teams that, because of COVID, they had been given the opportunity to work from home remotely. However, now that things are starting to normalize, do we now force them back to work? Well, here's what the research says. According to Neuro Leadership, one of the things that we value as human beings is our autonomy. So rather than making a forceful decision, why not do a survey and ask the teams to find out how many of them truly want to return back to work and how many of them feel strongly about having their autonomy or having the flexibility to work from home, and occasionally, if they want to, that they work from the company. Our research also shows some companies are making permanent decisions, giving the full autonomy to the employees that if they like to work from home, they no longer have to come to office at all. They can choose to do all of their work from home on a permanent basis, remotely, and also having the flexibility to occasionally show up to their office location. So that's one tip. The other thing I want you to consider is, don't lose the war on talent while you're trying to win the battle of real estate. What I mean by that, sometimes if we're focused strictly on our real estate, that we gotta have people back on location, have to have back on the location, you may be losing some of your best talent. Now think about this as a consideration. God forbid, in October, let's say COVID 2.0 shows up, as it is in many parts of the world. People are in lockdown in some of the major countries in Asia and Africa. What if that happens here and now you have to send your workers back to their old state, which is working remotely, as we did in 2020? Wouldn't it be a shame that we lost our best talent simply because we had forced them to return back to work when things were starting to look normal? So if you like what you heard today, I want you to go ahead and click the link below and connect with me in LinkedIn so that you don't miss out on any of the latest tips and strategies that I have to share with you so that you can continue to be the leader that people are going to love to work with.